Ako urong dito, and I said I would stake my honor, my life, and even the presidency.
Hukong ng pagbabago, hukong ng pagbabago, pag-asenso, hukong ng pagbabago, pamanaon, hukong ng pagbabago, katawan ang nasayo.
Good morning, MPC. Welcome sa ating regular press briefing with Presidential Spokesperson Salvador Panelo. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I'm ready.
Shoot, first question. Chona.
Sir, what's the basis of the President dun sa sinasabi niya na corruption against former PCSO General Manager Balutan?
Wala pang statement on that. I will be preparing a statement.
Would you know, sir, kung anong sinasabi niya na hindi niya masikmura sa PCSO?
Hindi ko alam.
Salamat, Chona. Ralph.
Sir, over the weekend po, ex-GM Balutan called for a full and impartial investigation dun po sa corruption allegations against him. Any response po, sir?
We will issue a statement on that.
Sir, follow up po. Sir, was he really fired or did he resign po? Kasi sabi po nung spokesman niya kahapon.
We'll issue a statement on that also.
Thank you, sir.
Just wait for the statement.
Okay. Henry.
Yeah, Secretary, but based on your statement, you have said that the palace confirms that President Rodrigo Roa Duterte has terminated the services of Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office General Manager Alexander Balutan on his present post due to serious allegation of corruption. Can you elaborate on that, sir?
We will issue a statement on that, I said. So just wait for an expansion of the statement.
You mean to say you will issue additional statement on this?
We will make a statement.
Okay.
Ina, Pia, then Nestor. Okay. Ina, Pia, Nestor.
But you are sticking to your original position
I
that he
said
was
we will
fired.
make a statement in
Why can't you say it now? Or
We
you
will make a statement so that you will not misquote or I mean not be
Was he-
misunderstood. We will just make a statement on all the questions you have asked later,
Sir, you already
before
made,
5 p.m. this afternoon.
Sir, you already made
Oh, no, earlier, 3 o'clock? Okay.
Sir, you already made an initial statement po kasi
Dadagdagan
saying
pa
that
natin
he was,
kasi may mga...
But you're still saying that
We
he
will
was
respond to
fired.
many questions you raised earlier.
Okay. Sir, si Sandra Cam is saying that the reason why he was fired is that his trusted people in the PCSO, General Balutan, was giving licenses to operate yung STL at a price. Is that true?
I have no personal knowledge in that. That's the allegation. No.
Thank you, sir.
Salamat, Ina. Pia, Nestor, then balik tayo kay Henry or Chona. Still on Balutan, GM Balutan. Pia,
Hi,
please.
sir. Sir, over the weekend, GM Balutan also claimed on DCMM that ES Medialdea told him personally that several people wanted him out of the PCSO. Can you comment on this, sir?
I'll ask ES.
But can you
Hindi ko alam kung anong napag-usapan. I have to ask him para accurate tayo.
But can you confirm, sir, that corruption allegations talaga and not politics was the reason behind his
I
termination?
will ask nga ES kasi sila nag-uusap eh.
Okay, sir.
Store is still on former GM.
Secretary, but where did you get your statement that he was fired due to serious corruption allegations? Because you are saying you don't have any idea, but where did you get your statement saying he was fired, quote, due
Basta
to
I will make a
serious...
statement later before 3 p.m. Oh, next issue naman. Paulit-ulit lang tayo.
Shift na tayo next issue.
Iba naman topic.
Doon muna daw, sir. Joseph, okay na? Wave na kayo? Chona? Okay na, Joseph.
Sir, Friday pa yung firing, di ba? And then, Saturday, Sunday. What are you waiting for?
Basta I will make a statement at 3 p.m. Sabi niyo 3 p.m.
Or who are you waiting for?
Basta 3 p.m. nga, let ko eh.
Millennial. May replacement na siya, sir?
Ano na?
May replacement na?
Hindi ko pa alam. Hindi, antayin natin kung anong latest. Oh, ibang topic naman.
Okay.
Kala ko may nagtatanong about Rappler.
Maricel.
Ano ba yung kay Rappler?
No, sir. Kay Balutan muna, mamaya na yon. Sir, I
later
just, confirmation lang, but is it true na nagpunta si GM Balutan sa Malacañang
Hindi
last
ko alam
Friday?
yan. I have to ask ES. I have no personal knowledge. I have to ask him.
Pero in any case, si ES yung possible na kausap ni GM.
Hindi ko alam kung possible o hindi. I have to ask. Kailangan direct.
Sir,
I will ask.
will
Text
there,
mo na nga, ano. 12 na eh. 3 p.m. Hindi, 3 p.m.
but will there be a change in your statement later, sir?
Hindi ko pa alam. Basta I will issue a statement.
Bakit hindi alam?
Surprise!
Surprise!
Hindi. Gagawa kasi marami mga questions na tinanong. Hindi lalagyan natin ng sagot.
Okay, salamat, Sel. Henry, still on the same issue.
Last na lang on my part, Secretary. But you think it's fair to General Balutan? Kasi lumabas na ho sa, well, of course, sa lahat ng media platform na tinanggal siya dahil sa katiwalian. Pero meron pa palang additional statement. Ano yung additional na yan?
Same
Hindi siya
response
tinanggal.
to your question. I'll make a statement at 3 p.m.
Paano,
Di 3:05.
paano, Secretary, kapag hindi pala siya tinanggal lang dahil sa katiwalian?
We'll make a statement at 3 p.m.
Okay.
Okay. MPC, okay na tayo doon? O doon pa rin?
Ito na lang, sir, on corruption. How many were fired na under the Duterte administration? How many were charged? How many were jailed?
Ang alam ko 16. 16 ang na-fire na. High government officials.
6
1-6.
1-6. Corruption ito, sir. Lahat.
Chris, ano yan? Corruption lahat? O wala sinaming, basta yung number of... Siguro we'll make a Hindi, para sigurado we'll make a tally on that and then issue... Ano na?
Okay na. Okay na, Henry.
Coming from the PACC pala yun.
From places. Chona, Pia? May tanong. Same issue.
Sir, other topic.
Other topic na tayo. Okay.
Sir, yun sa Manila water crisis, may directive na po ba si President Duterte on how to address the situation?
I haven't talked to him. I'm waiting for him. We'll talk later.
But is the government concerned?
Oh, syempre, we're always concerned with respect to any problem affecting the welfare of the people.
Sir, can we expect swift action from the government considering na marami na talaga dito sa Metro Manila ang nahihirapan?
Yes, we will respond to that.
Is-
Pero ang
is-
problema yata, ang tubig manggagaling sa langit. Walang ulan. Pag walang ulan, paano? Baka
What about
Naantay
yung
tayo.
possibility ng cloud seeding, sir? Will the President order
that's a
that?
possibility. In fact, yun ang naisip ko, bakit di gumagawa ng cloud seeding. Usually, kanya ginagawa na.
So, wala pang order, sir, from the palace on this?
Kung meron man, hindi ko alam. But I'm sure meron ng ginawa.
Will the palace also look into yung lack of preparation for this kind of scenario, sir, considering na with all the technology that we have and
We will look
the government should
into.
have prepared
We will
for
look
this, sir.
into that. We will look into that.
Thank you, sir.
Water crisis. Water crisis. Mike, please.
Sir, because the water levels of La Mesa Dam hit its lowest in 12 years. Sabi niyo, sir, ngayon lang.
98, di ba? 90.
69, I think. And in 12 years. And now you're saying na I'm sure meron ng ginawa. That's why we're asking you, ano nga po, is there maybe a task force to look into the situation to make sure
Hindi
that the
ko pa alam
problem
nga yung
does not...
portion na yan. I have to ask the President exactly what were the instructions if they were made.
Is the palace hoping, sir, that advisories on water interruptions are done much earlier than what we saw over the weekend? Because over the weekend, marami po nag-complain that the announcement was quite sudden. And then, for instance, there were times na meron dapat 2 hours na merong available water, but then not a drop, supposedly, ang nakita in some areas.
Then we will improve on that, on the information and notices to the people, so that they'll be prepared.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ina. Nestor, water crisis. Other matters. Okay, other matters.
Secretary Huay is now the president against the legalization of medical marijuana. He mentioned it during his speech last Friday.
You know,
in
I'm not
Negros.
sure exactly his statement, whether it was a general change of mind or he's only referring to specific.
Ito yung
In fact, that's one of my questions I have in mind to ask him later.
Ito yung sinabi niya, sir, I do not intend to legalize it. Ayaw ko. Gawin mo lang excuse yan eh. Tatanim ka ng iyo. Sabihin mo, medicinal man yan. Kaya yan ang sinabi ko. Kinulong ko yan sila. So,
Pwede rin naman na kaya niya sinabi yan, baka kailangan ng maraming safeguards. Kasi nga, as he said, baka gamitin nyo lang yan later on. Kung wala kang safeguards, talagang puputok yan.
ang term kasi niya, sir, is I do not intend to legalize it.
And he said also that I do not, he has no knowledge on the medical findings on marijuana. I was listening to Congressman Albano this morning. Parang he was saying na baka because of that, dahil hindi alam ni Presidente yung by his own admission, baka kailangan mapalam kay Presidente yung importance ng legalization with respect to specific cases of sickness. Kung baga, yun lang, limited ng use. Kasi noon, pabor siya sa limited use eh. I'll ask him exactly kung ayaw niya ng outright o ano lang, confine, o kung anong safeguards.
Salamat, Nestor. MPC, question. Badet, please.
Hi, sir. On the budget, sir, Senator Soto said in an interview that he had asked the help of Malacañang to stop the House from making changes in the ratified budget bill. So he said he talked to ES Medialdea, Cabsec Nograles, former Budget Sec Jokno, and now BSP Governor, and Finance Secretary Dominguez po. So may we know if the President is finally considering to talk to the House leadership about this issue, sir?
I do not know exactly how he will respond to that. But from the very beginning, we said that he will exercise his power to veto if he feels that indeed the budget to be given to him does not conform with the Constitution. Otherwise, he will sign it into law.
But may we know, sir, when this talk happened po, sir?
I have no personal knowledge in the talk. I only read it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Badet. Joseph.
Sir, yung pag-veto medyo mahirap gawin kasi ganito, sir, yung complication, di ba? So yung context, as a matter of context lang. So parang BICAM natapos sila and then bumalik sa House. Remember the last discussion that we had. Now, the allegation now is that
They itemize it.
yes,
Yun ang sinasabi na.
itemized it after the fact, meaning after the BICAM ratification, and then lumobo yung ibang mga budgets. Kumbaga may mga realignments. 95 billion he claimed, Senator Lacson. No? So ang sinasabi niya is that they cannot just naman let SP Tito Sen sign it kasi parang it's a violation of the Constitution. Now, if it is Malacañang interested in not naman solving this impasse, because the DPWH, we had them last time, no, and it's already affecting the delay in the budget. It's already affecting some of the key infrastructure projects of the president. Now, question is the Malacañang or is the president interested in solving this impasse?
According to Senator Soto, he has talked with the president. So I don't know what they talk about. We'll wait for the president's move.
To him, the president said that they should do the right thing.
But then he will do it. He will examine the provisions of the budget. And if he feels it does not conform, he will do exactly what he has to do.
Sir, ang point, sir, is that they cannot forward to you or to the palace a an enrolled bill that is not faithful to the it's not faithful to the version in the BICAM. That's the problem because it's potentially a constitutional violation. Now, question is, would you request the House and the Senate, whoever kung sino man yung may binago after the BICAM report, to just do away with those amendments so we can have the budget signed by the President?
It's the president's call. But as far as I know, he'll just wait for the enrolled bill to be submitted to him.
Can you wait, ang sabi ni Senator Soto, can you wait until August? After mawala si SP Arroyo, not SP, Speaker Arroyo.
I'm sure they will agree, the House and the Senate. Dahil nag-uusap naman sila na.
Apparently no, sir. They cannot agree. They can talk, but they do not agree.
From what I hear, they're talking to agree. Hindi ko lang alam kung kailan mangyayari.
Sorry, I didn't catch you.
Nag-uusap naman sila eh.
You don't want to ask the House to do away with the amendments?
Presidente kasi yan eh. He hasn't told me anything about what he intends to do.
Okay.
Follow-up, Ace.
But Secretary, this administration does not want to operate on a reenacted budget until August.
Yeah, that's the ideal.
So you do not
Although, as we have said earlier on, panahon pa ni Ben Jokno, kung magkaroon man ng reenacted budget, we are prepared for that also. Diba? In-explain niya na yan. Although, marami maapektuhan, madidelay ang mga projects, merong hindi may bibigay.
So how do you see this scenario by Senator Lacson that we may be forced to operate on a reenacted budget until August?
Ako, I'm sure they will be agreeing eventually kung ano yung dapat nilang gawin.
But definitely you are worried
All
about...
of them naman are concerned about the welfare of the country. Yeah.
Okay na, Alexis.
Okay. Approve. Ano? Bakit? Abay, sabi.
Babalik po sa Secretary Panelo pagkatapos.
Annotate.
Salukuyan pong may kinakausap si President. Who is that, sir? Charlie? Yun lang.
Let ko muna. Okay. Thank you.
So Secretary, you mentioned ayaw niyo yung reenacted budget. Okay. Ayaw niyo yung reenacted budget until August kasi nga sinabi niyo madedelay yung projects, yung infrastructure. So, ano yung gagawin ngayon ng Malacañang para maiwasan tong scenario na to?
Kung I will have my educated guess, the president will persuade para matapos na yung ano nila, kung ano man. But knowing members of Congress, they always naman agree eventually, di ba? Dati ayaw nila pero
But you do hope, wag naman sana yung August.
I hope so. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Sec.
Salamat, Alexis. MPC, budget? No more? No more sa budget? Other topic? Other matters? Rappler? Ay,
I'm
Alexis,
hungry.
sorry.
Sec, what is your reaction to the CA decision upholding its previous ruling on Rappler?
As we said, any case that has been filed before the courts, we will not interfere. We will let the law takes its course.
Okay na, Alexis.
So no I mean, you will just let the court issue the ruling on Rappler, and you still hold the view that it's not related to, press freedom or...
Oh, definitely. It's not related naman. Ever since, hindi naman talaga related.
Thank you, Sec.
Thank you, Alexis. Joseph? Other issue?
Sa ICC, effective na yung withdrawal natin on March 15, I think. So obviously, we're not, 17, we're not,
yata.
obviously, we're not taking it back, no, because the president didn't want the ICC.
First, let me restate our position on the matter. One, we said we didn't even withdraw. We said from the very beginning we were not under its jurisdiction. That letter was only to inform them as a matter of courtesy that, excuse us, we have not been under your jurisdiction from the very start. Number two, we have been pointing out that the ICC itself has been violating their own provisions because under the law, you cannot proceed when, assuming that there is a withdrawal, because they're saying that we can proceed with the investigation even if there is withdrawal. But under the law, it says that they can proceed only when there is a preliminary investigation prior to the withdrawal. But there was no preliminary investigation. There was only preliminary examination. So if they do that, with more reason, talagang hindi ka na dapat na pumapasok niya dahil it is violating its own laws.
Clarification lang. So, they should have, for them to acquire, for it to acquire jurisdiction, even after our withdrawal, there should have been a preliminary investigation. Prior to
the filing of a letter of withdrawal.
Sir. So, do you think after March 17, they should stop whatever they're doing with
In the first place, they should, from the very beginning, they cannot be doing any investigation because as we pointed out to them, it never acquired jurisdiction over the Philippines from the very inception. As argued by the President, there is a requirement of publication and that was never published and hence there is no jurisdiction over his person and for that matter over any person in this country.
What are you going to do if they proceed with any kind of
They
investigation?
can, sabi nga ni President, they can do their worst. Oh, how can they? They have to follow their own rules. First, they'll have to determine during the preliminary examination whether or not, one, yung mga grounds papasok. Number two, willing ba, assuming na pasok ang grounds, willing ba yung state to prosecute? Kung willing, is it capable of doing it? Pag yung mga requirements na yon, puro ang sagot hindi pwede, pwede na silang pumasok. Ay, pero hindi, pwede naman. Our courts are functioning. So, paano sila papasok? We are willing and we are capable. In fact, it shows. We have a robust judicial system. We've been prosecuting people and we have convictions as well as acquittals.
Okay.
ICC, ano? Okay.
Sir, ako ba? Tama?
Oh, ICC.
Sir, si Attorney Jude Sabio, the lawyer who filed the communication po dun sa ICC, is floating the possibility, he's saying na posible daw po mag-announce yung ICC ng decision or next move after the examination before March 17. He's saying that the investigation may be announced before 17 when the withdrawal is supposed to take effect. So, what's the palace's position on that? So, what
Wala nga.
happens if that happens?
Wala nga eh. Wala nga silang jurisdiction. So what can they do? Well, what can they do kung wala silang jurisdiction over us?
So, even if such announcement is made before the 17th, it does not matter for the palace. It will, I mean, what will the palace do?
It does not matter to us because they have no jurisdiction over us. If they force itself to acquire jurisdiction, it only shows that from the very start talagang hindi dapat pumapasok dyan sa ICC because it's violating its own provisions.
Okay, thank you, Ina. Lipat na tayo sa ibang topic, hindi ICC. Ibang topic, Henry. Okay. Mike, please.
Secretary, on the narco list, meron na po bang narco list?
Narco.
Meron na po bang specific day ngayong week na ito kung kailan nilalabas?
Secretary Ayaw will be making the announcement.
Yung mga reactions specifically ng mga senators para sa kanila hindi dapat, baka magamit lang sa politika. Ano ang reaction ho ng Pangulo roon?
Hindi ba sinabi na natin yon? Yung reason for the release would be because of national security. The individual right cannot prevail over national security and interest. Sinabi na natin yun.
So as far as the palace is concerned, hindi na mapipigilan yung pagre-release ng narco list?
Hindi na siguro. Nagbigyan na siya ng instruction na i-release.
Alright, thank you.
Maraming salamat, Henry. Joyce, other topic?
Sir, labor groups slammed the special envoy to China, Ramon Tulfo, for defending the influx of Chinese workers in the Philippines and for saying, I quote, mabagal daw at maingay ang mga Pilipino kaya hindi sila pinipili ng employers. They demanded an apology from Tulfo, but in a statement sa Twitter account niya, he refused to give an apology. First muna, sir, tama ba na nagbibigay si Tulfo ng ganitong klaseng statements against Filipino workers?
Well, that's freedom of expression. Everyone is entitled to make his opinion on any matter concerning the country or the people or anybody. Freedom of expression yun.
Do you share the same view, sir, the Malacañang? Does it share the same view?
The Secretary of Labor already made a statement on that. He disagrees.
So ano po ang stand dapat ng palace given na may ganong sinabi na yung Labor Secretary natin? Should he apologize?
That's the call of Special Envoy Ramon Tulfo, and he said he will not.
Are you not concerned, sir, that he's giving these statements given na he's an appointed official?
Alam mo kasi, according to him, yun ang sabi sa kanya ng mga developers. Kung baga, he's just restating it. Kinikwento niya lang yung sabi sa kanya. Get it? Hindi sa kanyang opinion eh. From what I gathered from his statement, I asked the developers and the developers said this and that. Oh, actually hindi personal opinion niya yun eh. It's the opinion of the developers who take these Chinese workers over them or they prefer them.
But sir, ito na lang, yung Malacañang, do you agree or not to his statement?
Again, that's a personal statement of the Special Envoy.
Hindi po ba siya dapat nag-iingat sa pagbibigay ng ganitong klaseng statements?
I will repeat that. I don't think that is the opinion of Mr. Tulfo. I think he was just relaying what he heard or what was said to him by the developers. Pakinggan mo, tingnan mo may yung statement niya. So hindi galing sa kanya.
But as far as the Malacañang is concerned, hindi ganon ang tingin ninyo sa mga Pilipino?
Oh, definitely ang tingin natin siyempre. Ang mga Pilipino talagang masisipag. In fact, ang impression sa abroad masisipag talaga. Pero depende rin on a personal level. Like me, for instance, ako may masipag na worker, meron namang tamad na worker, depende siguro. Pero ang general impression talaga, masisipag tayo. We are preferred in other countries.
So you disagree, sir? Kasi given na yun yung pagtingin niyo. Anyway, sir, would you advise him to avoid making such statements given na...
No, he's a special envoy and he's a responsible man. He doesn't need to be advised.
Deserve pa po ba niya yung position given a special envoy to China siya and he's giving statements against Filipino workers?
Hindi. Ulitin ko na naman. Mukhang hindi naman siya nagsasalita against eh. Inuulit niya lang yung sinabi sa kanya. Bakit ba pinipilit niyo naman kasi siya nagsalita? Sinasabi niya lang, sabi ng mga developers, mga ano raw, kaya ayaw nila, palaging nagbe-break, pumupunta sa toilet. He is not saying that. Tingnan mo maigi yung statement niya. Let's not put in words into his mouth unless he restates it and said, "Nah, that's also my opinion." Pero hindi naman yun ang pagkabasa ko sa statement niya.
For the record lang, sir, sinabi niyo yun sa interview sa TV. So the statements came from him directly. Thank you, sir.
Yes, I know. But I heard him also. Sinasabi niya na galing sa mga developers. Hindi galing sa kanya. Nire-relay niya lang nga eh.
Pia, si Chona muna, follow-up din tungkol doon. Chona.
Sir, should Tulfo be disciplined po? Should Tulfo be disciplined po?
Should.
Tulfo po, be disciplined.
Bakit mo may discipline? Relaying what he has been told by the developers? I think siguro yung mga, kung totoo man yung sinabi ng mga developers, that should also give us yung kung tayo mga workers na baguhin natin ang attitude natin with respect to our work ethics.
Di ba yun nakakasira, sir, sa image ng mga Filipino workers?
From the point of view developers, yun ang kanila sinasabi.
Thank you, Chona. Pia, Ina, then Joseph, pagkatapos RJ. Pia.
Sir, did you confirm to Tulfo that he was basically relaying?
I haven't talked to him, but I'm basing my statement from what I read. Yung statement niya dun sa column niya.
But if you read, sir, his tweet, his story, not story tweet, he said, parang basically, lumalabas doon na he's not relaying the opinion of developers, pero he's saying that, and I quote, "To the Filipino construction workers, why should I apologize to you for telling the truth that you're basically lazy and a slowpoke? Does the truth hurt?" So parang, it's his truth. Yun yung pinaniniwalaan niyang katotohanan.
Not necessarily. Kung baga, for telling you the truth that this is what I received from them.
Parang ang layo naman.
Papalagay ko, yun pa rin ang kanyang punto.
Okay. Sir, do you think that such statements are...
Siguro I will invite him para you will ask him direct.
Sir, parang is the palace concerned that such statement can affect the reputation and the employment of Filipinos abroad?
No, because you know why? Because I said the general impression and reputation of Filipino workers abroad are very good. We are industrious, we're honest. Ano tayo maganda nga ang reputasyon.
Sir, but when you have a special envoy or a government official telling basically the world that Chinese workers are better than Filipino workers.
Again, I will repeat pa, ulit-ulit tayo nire-relay niya lang nga from what I read from his column. I'm relaying to you what the developers told me.
That's your interpretation of what he said.
That's not my interpretation. That's what he's saying in his column.
Pero basically, sir, on his tweet, he's practically saying that it is his truth. It is the truth, yun ang sinasabi niya.
Malay mo kung yung kasunod niya, he is in reference to his previous statement.
Sir, does the palace think that Filipino workers are inferior to Chinese workers?
Sinabi na nga natin na hindi Talagang magaling ang mga Pilipino. If we put our hearts into it, magagaling talaga ang mga Pilipino. Meron ding tamad. Pero generally talaga masipag tayo. Lalo na mga Ilocano. Masipag talaga mga Ilocano. Napakasipag ng mga Ilocano.
Okay na, Pia.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Pia. Joseph, RJ, then Julie, tapos si Deo. After Deo, pwede na tayo mag-last question.
Sir, do you think that Montulfo agrees with the statements of the developers?
We have to ask him that. I'll call him after this. And
sige na,
ask
sir.
him,
Happy
ano ba
Monday.
talaga? Ano ba talaga ang position mo dyan?
RJ, please. Salamat.
Sir, aside from Tulfo, we have 5 more special envoys to China. Bakit parang ang dami nila, sir?
Malaking China eh. Maraming concerns sa
And,
maraming areas eh.
we-
Laki-laki, ilang bilyon ng China.
May ambassador din tayo, sir. So, I think we have 7 people working for the government to
Yes.
China.
Hindi ko alam ang sagot dyan. Ang alam ko hindi 5, 4 na lang.
5, sir, oh.
Sino?
We have Borja, Lima,
Si Bora hindi na.
Chan,
Ang
Lee.
alam ko si Bora parang envoy to Japan na.
No, sir. Recently lang ito, sir. Their terms were extended by the president.
Recent din yung aking news dyan. Yung si Bora.
That was on February 28, sir.
Now, from what I remember, kung kausap ko yung OP, si Bora prefers to be special envoy to Japan. Pero nailabas na raw yung renewal, kaya they have to recall the renewal bago siya gagawing special envoy to Japan.
Pero bakit kailangang marami tayong special envoys to China, sir?
Siguro nga, because of the number as well as the bigness of the country, marami tayong concerns doon eh.
Pero halimbawa, si Mr. Tulfo, sir, ano specifically yung function niya? Ano yung ginagawa
Hindi ko
niya?
alam ang special
Which
envoy.
is different from
Ang
the
alam ko sa mga
ambassador.
special envoy, kung meron mga specific assignments, kung anong bibigay ni Presidente.
So this is usual, sir, for a government to appoint more than 5 special envoys to China.
Hindi ko alam kung usual yan. I have not been in the government for long.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Maraming salamat, RJ. Kay Julie tayo, pagkatapos Deo, and last question kay Prince. Okay, Julie.
Sir, I'd like to make reference to a tweet that Mr. Tulfo made today after what we read. At 5 hours ago, he said, "Oh my, I kicked up a storm on my statement that Philippine workers in this country are lazy. The UCP wants me to apologize. Labor Secretary Bebat Bello, as can he expected, sick. Takes exception to my comment. Take note of the word comment. Read my column at the Manila Times tomorrow on why I will not apologize." So do you still insist that it is just relaying the statements of the Chinese developers?
I'll wait for his comment tomorrow. Kung ano yung bago niyang statement. Yun ang latest. Sabi niya, you wait for my comments.
But since Mr. Tulfo is a special envoy of the president, don't you think that he might be endangering the position of the president?
I don't think so naman.
Why, sir?
He's expressing his opinion on a matter conveyed to him by a third person.
So it's not just expressing the statement of the developers now, sir? He's not expressing an opinion?
Hindi ko pa alam nga kung talagang yan ang opinion niya. I'll call him para masigurado. Mahirap yung mag-educate tayo ng guest. Mamaya magka-clarify tayo eh.
Thank
Hindi
you,
naman
sir.
pala. Let's
Salamat,
ask him direct.
Thank you, Julie. Deo.
Sir, good morning, sir. Sir, given po na sinasabi nyo na nag-express lang si Montulfo ng opinion ng developers, ano pong gagawin ng government ngayon para po mapaganda naman yung image ng mga Filipino workers?
I think that statement from the developers is directed to the Filipinos dun sa lugar nilang pinagtatrabahuan. So dapat ang mga Pilipinong natamaan mag-isip-isip rin, baka totoo sinasabi. Kung hindi naman, di magsalita sila, hindi totoo yan.
Sir, ano pong government action ang gagawin nyo ngayon?
Well, anong gagawin mo sa government action? Alam nga naman pilitin mo magtrabaho kung ayaw magtrabaho.
Meron po tayong trainings, meron po tayong marami pong po pwedeng pagdaanan to better the image of the country.
Hindi
regards
yun.
to
Alam mo
workers.
yung katamaran, hindi na pinagaan yan, hindi tinitrain yan. Ethics yan eh, yung personal mo yan eh. Kung talagang tamad ka, tamad ka. Kasi you're expert on that field. You're a carpentero, you're a welder. Pero kung ang ethics mo, mas gusto mong nagpapahinga kaysa nagtatrabaho, personal mo na yun. Wala na magagawa ang gobyerno doon. The government can do so much to train you. But with respect to your personal work ethic, hindi ka, unless nabigyan mo ng punishment yan. Siguro, yung mga companies kasi, na pinagtatrabahuan nila, baka masyado rin silang lax. Kasi kung stricto ka, lahat ng mga empleyado will work to the hilt. Ganun, kumbaga, pareho rin yung sabi sa Spanish la situación hace el ladrón. The situation creates a thief. Mag-iwan ka ng malaking pera dyan at meron tao dyan, baka mawala yan.
Hindi po ba, kasi po sinasabi po nila yung po mga workers na yun, those are the workers who supported the president and then sila yung kinukutya ba ng ating special envoy to China?
Again, sinasabi ko na nga, hindi naman si Montulfo unless he tells me after I call him up na siya. Pero kung sabihin naman siya yun, personal opinion yun. Hindi ko, mahirap kasi nangahaka-haka lang tayo lahat sa ngayon I'll call him later and I'll tell you. Anyway, may press briefing tayo tomorrow. I'll tell you kung anong sinabi.
Yung 3 o'clock, sir, hindi pwedeng isama doon?
Alalan?
Hindi nyo pwedeng isama doon sa 3 o'clock?
Okay, Deo.
Statement lang naman sa 3 o'clock.
Salamat, Deo. Last question, Prince. Mike, please.
Sir, good afternoon. Sir, dapat bang taasan yung sweldo ng construction workers sa Pilipinas so they won't be forced to seek employment abroad at para sipagin naman sila, sir, sa pagtatrabaho?
Sino mag-i-increase? Yung mga developer. Sila ang dapat mag-increase.
So, okay ka doon, sir, na i-increase yung salary ng mga
Siyempre,
construction
dapat palaging okay tayo basta kakabuti ng mga manggagawa.
Okay na, Prince. Sige, last question kay Joyce. Habol na lang natin.
Sir, Malaysian Prime Minister Mahathir cautioned the Philippine government to be careful with Chinese loans, and they have cited their government's experience, saying that they have canceled a number of unfair Chinese-funded projects. So sa interview niya sa ANC, sabi po niya na if you borrow huge sums of money from China and you cannot pay, you know that when a person is a borrower, he is under the control of the lender. So we should be careful about it. How are we taking this caution from Prime Minister Mahathir?
Of course, we will take his advice, and the economic managers are evaluating all kinds of loans that we are having with the Chinese government. With respect to the Chico Jam, I think the eco managers have already explained that we're not at a disadvantage.
Maraming salamat, MPC. Maraming salamat, Presidential Spokesperson, Secretary Sal Panelo.
Thank you.
Back to PTV4 and Radyo Pilipinas.